Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that question. So first, let me just, for the sake of those who may not understand what lifestyle medicine is basically a discipline, a specialty in medicine that focuses on 6 evidence pillars that have been known, documented, to actually influence NCDs. So the proper use of these pillars by trained physicians, clinicians in lifestyle medicine can actually help to prevent, sometimes even reverse, and generally mitigate the effects of NCDs. And these 6 pillars are actually our traditional African way of living, so to speak, because one is the predominantly whole plant-based nutrition, so that we're getting most of our nutrients from foods that are full of fiber, full of nutrients, as unprocessed as possible. So your fruits, your vegetables, whole grains, legumes, beans, peanuts, seeds, nuts, and etc. The other evidence pillar is, we can summarize the pillars as dreams, DREMS, yeah? You can remember the word DREMS. So I've talked about D for diet, nutrition. The other pillar, important pillar, are relationships. Having positive social connections in our relationships. These were protective in our traditional African style, that Ubuntu way of living together. And the evidence shows that when we live in community, we are more resilient, we are better able to deal with adversities and challenges that we may experience. Then E is exercise. Evidence-based shows that there's a certain amount of exercise and movement that we need for optimal health. And our modern lifestyle, sadly, has compromise that, because there's all this modern transportation, etc. So traditionally people were walking and going to fetch wood and all those things. So that was an important part. Okay, DRE, and then A, is it A? Yes. Avoidance of risky substance use, avoidance of the excessive use of alcohol, tobacco, all these other things. They're evidence-based, that they do promote NCDs and other associated conditions. And then, what's the next one? Mental health. Mental health is so important. And in this modern lifestyle, with the stressors and the deadlines, etc., there's a lot of anxiety, depression, and other kind of things. And all these, they feed on the others and affect our resilience and better able to be managing chronic conditions, or put us at greater risk for developing the chronic conditions. And then the last is S, right? Sleep, restorative sleep. More and more that we're seeing how important sleep is. You know, this circadian cycle of 24 hours, there's a certain rhythm that the body has that responds to the light that we get when we wake up in the morning, and it sets us up. It wakes up all these different organs in the body. They've all got their own little clocks that's telling you time to release this hormone, trying to shut down this. I mean, have you ever thought when you go to bed at night that you don't wake up needing to make a number 2 unless you've eaten something that didn't agree with you? Why? Because your bowels know this is time to shut down. They've got this little internal clocks. And we need to respect that. And we need to live in sync with that for the body to be in sync. So these evidence pillars, these dreams, are actually ways that we can better prevent our diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, and a lot of the cancers as well. We can actually do that, as well as in some cases even reverse. We can reverse diabetes with applying these pillars in the right way. We can reduce people's dependence on medications for hypertension or having to develop chronic kidney failures. We can deal with autoimmune conditions, because these are all inflammatory disorders. They are triggered by inflammation. And our foods are medicine. The phytochemicals, the different colors of the foods, all these are medicines that feed our gut microbiome, and this gut microbiome help us to be able to reclaim our health. And these are the things that we had traditionally. So it's about understanding how to go back to those things that can sustain us. That's my dream for.
Thank you so much.